There's something that frequents this forest track that likes the beetles, and I'm not talking the Fab Four here from the 1960s. I'm talking the coleopterous beetles, and one species in particular seems to be the favoured diet of whoever left this. This isn't dung, I don't believe. I think this is actually more of a pellet. But a pellet from what? Well, mammals will make pellets, but so will birds. Little owl is out of the question in this forest habitat here. Tawny owl is a likely candidate, but so could something like carrion crows, of which there's a lot in Sherwood Forest, but I've never seen one on this path. It's quite amazing what you find in a pellet, but I can tell you that there are at least 3 species of Carabidae in here. This bronze part of an elytra is the elytra of Carabus nemoralis. There's a bit more of it just there, but there's also that bit there. That's part of the elytra of Carabus violaceus. And here, this looks like part or the remains of Pterosticus madidus. And then, of course, there's obvious bits of woodland door beetle. An Oplotropes stercorarius, if I remember right, or words to that effect. They're usually the brighter metallic ones. That's another carabid elytra. But it's amazing what's in here. It's almost like an entomological jigsaw, this. You could have hours and hours of endless fun putting this together. But I would imagine that there are probably maybe half a dozen species of beetle contained in this pellet. It doesn't smell or anything. Pellets don't. Wash your hands, you're quite safe. So much more to a pellet lying on the floor. But I can show you one of the components of this pellet that is still alive. And here's the beetle whose remains you've just seen, not this particular individual, of course, but its mates. This is the woodland door beetle, currently having quite a good time with some feces here. This is a beetle who's now going to show himself in all his glory, but you can see how beautifully metallic bluish purple they are underneath, and then the upper side of the beetle is mostly black with hints of blues and violets. Quite a beautiful thing, even if its habits leave a lot to be desired. When not feeding on dung, they tend to do this. They tend to go to the sides of the track, hide themselves away. But they are a common sight in this particular part of Sherwood Forest, seen as they trundle across the forest path. We know of one good site, a reliable site at the side of the A614 at Clumber, and they've also been found, although moribund or dead, on the south lawns at Clumber. But this is a beetle, one of the door beetles which isn't that common in Nottinghamshire. We know of just a handful of sites, but this particular path here at Clipston Old Quarter is home to a population in which It's easy to find whenever you walk across the path. There is always one of these trundling across the path too. However, they quite often fall foul to walkers, mountain bikers, and, as you've seen, some other predator. But it would be interesting to know exactly whose pellet that was. It could well be mammal, with it being on the path. Could be from badgers, but I wouldn't have thought badger would produce a pellet, and I don't think it's dung. I think that it is carrion crow. Whatever it is, it provides a nice little mystery. Surprising what you can find in a pellet.